What's going on, guys? It's Johnny Venezia from RotoWire. We're talking 4 hot players you need to be picking up right now on your waiver wire. Let's go Erick Fedde, St. Louis Cardinals, coming off a complete game shutty, 8 strikeouts, no walks against Washington early last week. This guy's been honestly up and down this year, but as of late, he's really been getting going. It's a 3.86 ERA in total, but Erick Fedde is part of this rejuvenation, which is kind of a microcosm of St. Louis's team and pitching staff as a whole, where you have these guys that were either once upon a time really good and are good again, or somebody coming from out of nowhere to really be a part of the solution, not the problem for this collective rotation for the Cardinals. So Erick Fedde's been pretty solid. The sweeper's been the big pitch for him. It's a 27.3% whiff rate, and he's only being owned in 17% of fantasy leagues. Now, I'm not saying Erick Fedde is a league winner by any stretch of the imagination. I don't think this guy's really proven that he's in all likelihood a league winner, but it's somebody that I think you can add in the immediate future that might be able to give you some good starts and rack up some points for your fantasy team. He can lengthen out your starting pitching line, and I think for somebody like this that's largely available on the waiver wire, adding him into your rotation for at least the next few starts might not be a bad idea because he might surprise you. Next up, we're going to go to Jonathan Aranda. I know I've spoken about him in previous videos, but the Tampa Bay Rays stud is still only 50% owned on the wire right now, and it doesn't make sense to me. He's batting .342 with 5 homers and a .981 OPS. But more importantly, he's batting .481 in the month of May. So this dude is red hot right now. It's a .425 BABIP, 185 WRC+, and he's crushing the ball. It's a 58.8% hard hit rate. Aranda's really been one of the big factors on the Tampa Bay offense. I mean, you have Chandler Simpson, who can set the tone for you, absolutely. We know Junior Camaro's got a ton of talent, even though he's been having some ebbs and flows, but Aranda's really been the one constant in that lineup that has struggled to find consistent production. So the fact is, Aranda's available in half the Yahoo fantasy leagues. So I would definitely not wait on this one and go get him today, because this could be a guy that really makes a difference for your team. If you like these videos, make sure you subscribe to RotoWire and hit that like button, because right now, RotoWire is going to give you 15% off of any product on rotowire.com. That, of course, includes our top 400 prospect rankings, expert decisions for those start sit tools, and useful for the prop picker tool machine. Use code ROTO15 at checkout. Obviously, that also comes with my college baseball articles, which we've been on an absolute heater this season. We're going to throw a little curveball here, pun intended. Dean Kremer from the Baltimore Orioles. I know this guy really hasn't been good in his career, and the Orioles are the one team that decided to do absolutely nothing in the offseason in terms of addressing rotation. So they don't have a true ace, or they don't have a guy that's really taking charge of this pitching staff. But Dean Kremer, despite a 5.24 ERA and 30 Ks to 11 walks in only 44.2 innings, he's been ripping as of late. In his last 2 starts, he's gone 14 innings, only 2 earned allowed. He's got a start coming up on Monday against Minnesota, so that's obviously going to be telling if he's going to contribute to this hot stretch that he's had. But Dean Kremer is a guy that, if he continues to ride out this hot stretch and you're on board with it, you might be able to get a couple, maybe 2 or 3 good starts, if not more, out of it. But obviously, this is somebody that I wouldn't consider as a long-term investment, but it's more of a short-term interim. Hey, I need a guy that might be able to go out there and give me a solid outing and get me off to a good start type of player. So Dean Kremer is available in 94% of leagues, only 6% owned. So this is somebody I think is absolutely worth a stream right now. Last but not least, Griffin Canning, New York Mets, part of this renaissance for the last 2 years where the Mets have gotten guys at the twilight of their career or who've never even had a prime and just decide that, hey, we're going to be one of the best pitching rotations in the MLB. Griffin Canning is a part of this conversation. It's a 2.36 ERA with 42 Ks and 16 walks in 42 innings flat. He is only 62% owned. So there's almost a 40% gap there for a guy who's honestly pitched really well and been very consistent, which above all else is probably the most important thing. He's only allowed 4 earned runs in his last 5 starts. So you're getting 5 to 6 innings of 2 runs or less from Canning pretty much every time out. He's only had 1 start since April where he's allowed more than 1 run, which which was a 4 earned run outing. But the level of consistent production that Canning is providing is something that is not very often available in your waiver wire. And playing for the Mets, they've been pretty good this year, he's going to have a chance to rack up some wins also because he's 5-1 right now. Don't be surprised if Canning ends up being a 13 to 14 win guy by the end of the year.